Hi, I am Smit.
Hi, I'm Srijan.
And we're both students of Hindustani Khayal Sangeet. And through these series of videos, what we intend to do is help you elevate your experience of listening to this form of music, the enjoyment that you receive while listening to this music. And the way we plan to do this is to share insights with you that we received in our journey as students.
Now, Hindustani Khayal Sangeet is a music of the imagination. What happens is it uses frameworks of melody and rhythm, Raag and the Tal, using which the artist improvises. He spontaneously composes his music on stage as he's performing it.
So, the nature of the music is such that it is not pre-composed. And thus, the temperaments of the artists who sing it, the personalities of the artists who sing it, comes across very nicely in this form. अलग-अलग कलाकारों के अलग-अलग मिजाज का रंग हमें इसमें देखने मिलता है.
But the thing is that to really get into this music, to really enjoy it, you need to know at least a little bit about how the music works. And you also need to know a little about the context that the artists come from. You need to know a little bit about their social, cultural, musical backgrounds. और इतने सारे कलाकारों ने इसमें अपना कंट्रीब्यूशन दिया है, तो हमारा ये प्रयास रहेगा कि किन किन महारथियों ने किस किस अंदाज से, अपने खुद के अंदाज से, अपने तालीम, उनको मिली तालीम, अपने संस्कार, अपने मिजाज को लेकर कैसे राग ताल के सौंदर्य को खोजा है.
तो आज जिस कलाकार की बात हम करने जाने वाले हैं वो है आफ्ताब मौसीकी उस्ताद फयाज़ खान साहब. Ustad Faiyaz Khan was born in 1886 near Agra. He comes from a rich legacy of well-known and celebrated musicians, and he was born into a rich tradition of musicians and music making. And of course, a lot can be said about his formative years, his life, his initial talim and everything. But we do not want to make this video into a history lesson. So we're going to avoid those biographical details. And let's just keep this to purely sharing and enjoying his music. So let's dive straight into his music.
So the first piece we're going to play for you is a 1938 recording of Raag Jaunpuri. And the reason we've picked this recording, it's a well-known recording. And we've picked it because we think it really captures the essence of Faiyaz Khan Sahab's musical personality.
The first thing that strikes me every time I listen to this recording is his voice, the power of his voice. It's so full-bodied, it's deeply resonant and so masculine, and yet at the same time it is playful, and he creates such a sense of drama with it.
But there's one thing that you have to keep in mind while listening to this, which is that this music was recorded in a different era. So in terms of the historical and social context of the time, as well as in terms of the recording technology that was available at that time, it might sound unfamiliar to you. So they say that the recording technology at that time was barely able to capture 10% of the magic of Khan Sahab's voice. So it's a challenge to us as listeners, as 21st century listeners, just to use our imaginations as much as we use our ears when listening to this music. So we'll try in these videos to point things out that will help you enjoy the music.
Right, so during this piece of music, please do enjoy the voice quality, the voice itself, and also his expressive nature of music making, his ability to play with things, the patterns, the musical patterns that he makes. So let's go and listen to Raag Jaunpuri, Ustad Faiyaz Khan Sahab.
की गर्दन में कामा रे भोले वन की गर्दन में का फूल वन की गर्दन फूल वन की गर्दन में कामा और रे ये हरे पिहरवा फूल वन की गर्दन में का भी गर्दन में काला मारो देव गर्दन मई काला मारो दे हे गर्दन में कामा हरो रे गर्दन में कामा हारे नाम न जानू गावे न जानू अधिकासन करिएरी पुकार भुलवन की गर्दन में का हे भाई मैं का गर्दन में का
क्या बात है.
Wow.
So, I think the first thing that shines across to me again is his personality. Just, you know, it just comes across so starkly and so clearly. And not that, I mean, he's not singing in Raag and Tal, but it just overawes everything else.
Absolutely. और क्या ड्रामा है खान साहब का. मतलब एक जो कहते हैं ना 100 सुनार की और 1 लोहार की, तो खान साहब दोनों करते हैं. 1 लोहार की कवार करेंगे अपनी आवाज़ से और फिर बड़ा ही नज़ाकत भरा लचीला 100 सुनार का कलाकारी का काम करेंगे. This melodrama that he creates is so fascinating. And you must have also noticed the rhythm work, the play of rhythm that is a thread that continuously weaves through his music. And his Gharana, the Agra Gharana, is famous for this rhythm work. But वो जो human expression खान साहब अपनी आवाज़ में से उसको प्रदान करते हैं, that takes it beyond the level of just arithmetic and mathematical play. It makes it very wholesome and human.
Right. Again, coming back, like you say about emotional, the melodrama. I feel that there's such a outpouring of emotion in his music, and there's so much longing in his voice to express what he wants to express that I'm constantly, you know, held in that suspense. I'm constantly at the edge of my seat, being gripped by that intensity, the tension he creates.
Yeah, absolutely. And that longing, that pain. I mean, it feels to me like he's crying out. Yeah. He's crying out to me कि यार देखो ये कितना सुंदर है. और क्या सुंदर है तो he's not even after a point thinking about the lyrics so much. वो जौनपुरी और तीन ताल में ही क्या सौंदर्य है वो तो देखो. You know, these castles that he's building in the air using these frameworks of rhythm and melody.
Yeah.
उन्हीं का दर्द वो हम तक पहुंचाते हैं अपनी आवाज से.
So this next piece that we'd like to play for you is Khan Saab's Raag Lalit. Now, what is a raag? A raag is essentially a set of movements within a melody, within a group of notes. It is ऐसे एक रागों के स्वरों में एक चलन होता है, एक आना जाना होता है, एक गेट होती है, एक लिल्ट होता है. तो what this piece we would like to highlight through this piece is that he isn't singing a bandish in this piece. This is an alaap. So an alaap is something that lends itself to possibilities of compositional exploration, melodic exploration of the raag, the notes of the raag, the phrases of the raag, the gate of the raag, and you can see Khan Saab exploring Raag Lalit like this.
And he does this exploration using meaningless syllables. Syllables like Ridanana, Nom, Tom. So these syllables have no literal meaning. But he uses them to create melodic patterns. And what we'd like you to observe particularly when listening to this is the lines that he creates. Follow the patterns that he creates as if you were, as if you were following the lines of a painting. Right? And pay special attention to his punctuation, to his full stops, to his commas, to his exclamation marks, to his question marks. तो आइए सुनते हैं राग ललित में नोम तोम.
Ah, kya baat. So obviously, Khan Sahab could have done a slow Alaap like this, enjoying it, its languid rhythms and gone on forever. But, we're trying to give you brief glimpses of his music in this video. So we're going to cut that short and move quickly to the latter part of this recital where the Alaap has become a little more energetic. The pace has become a little fast.
Wow, wow.
Kya baat?
Kya baat hai. It's so fascinating to see how the rag moves and how Khan Sahab moves within the rag. There was so much that he was able to do, so much that he was able to imagine in this Nom Tom Alaap. And there's so much that he can do with just melody. There were no words there, so he doesn't have the support of lyrics.
Right.
केवल melody से वो इतना आसमान खड़ा कर सकते हैं.
Also, the lack of lyrics, but I guess he has the syllables of Nom Tom, which kind of function for him as a plectrum functions for a sitar player. He can use it to create accents, to create agats, to break his phrases, to create structure with it.
And what Khan Sahab and all his followers then in the Agra Gharana would do was they would use this Nom Tom Alaap to develop the rag to their heart's content. क्या क्या राग में हो सकता है, सब possibilities करके देख लेंगे. And then after that, they start singing the bandish, a composition in that rag. But now the rag becomes raw material. सामग्री बन जाती है, which they use to develop the theme inside the bandish, the dhun, the song that is inherent in the bandish. They'll express that. The bandish becomes the hero now, and the rag and tal become the means to bring that hero to the fore.
Right.
So to see this, let us now listen to a bandish in the same rag, in Raag Lalit, Tarpat hoon jaise jal bin meen.
तरफत हूँ रस जल बिन मीन तरफत हूँ जैसे जल बिन मीन तरफत हूँ जैसे जल बिन मीन कहाँ सैया हम तुम्हें रोके नो कहाँ सैया हम तुम्हें रोके न तरफत हूँ जैसे जल बिन हमें तरफत हमें याद नहीं काहे को ये ढिंगली नो तरपत हूँ रस जल 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 बिन अमीन तरपत हूँ तरपत हूँ माँ तरपत हूँ रस जल जल बिन अमीन तरपत हूँ तरपत हूँ जल बिन अमीन तरपत हूँ जल बिन अमीन तरपत जल बिन अमीन जल बिन नर जल बिन मीन तरपत हूँ जैसे जल बिन मीन तरपत हूँ तरपत हूँ जल कहा सैया हम तुम्हें रोगिनो कहा सैया कहा सैया कहा सैया
वाह
क्या बात है वाह
So it was so clearly visible there that the bandish came to the fore there. तो मतलब राग और ताल एक जरिया था जिनके सहारे खान साहब को बंदिश में जो भाव था, उनकी जो कला थी वो व्यक्त करनी थी.
राग का ग्रामर दिखाने नहीं बैठे थे वो.
Exactly.
है ना. और क्या बंदिश कहते हैं खान साहब, हमारी संगीत की भाषा में इसे कहन कहते हैं. He has something very concrete to say and he says it so provocatively. He says it so boldly. These statements that he wants to make. और उनका जो vocal expression है, it has a context. It belongs to his era. So we must remember when listening to this that Faiyaz Khan Sahab is functioning in an era where the music around him consists of a very wide spectrum of vocal expression, right from the qawwals to the kothewalis. And Khan Sahab allows all of this expression, all of this diversity to enter into his own music making. So it might sound a little unfamiliar, even a little uncomfortable to us sitting here in a metropolis today. But like we said in the beginning, you have to use your imaginations to aid your listening and to really enjoy this music.
Right. Also, I feel very strongly about that end bit where he goes into his tans. So the tans are basically fast melodic movements, right, at a hastened pace. But again, the tan, again, like the rag and tal, is not put there just for the show, for the sake of it. But it is a device to further, when he says, कहाँ सही है हमें तुम्हें कहाँ से उठते हैं कहाँ सही है, and it surprises you, it throws it randomly. And obviously you would have enjoyed the speed and agility of the whole thing.
Right.
But they say, like his voice, the full scope of his tan never got recorded, because firstly these recordings are made of Khan Sahab at a much older age.
Yeah.
Right, and also the recording technology itself was nascent, so we never got the full scope and the full power of his tan. But there is this anecdote which kind of illustrates what it could have been like. So his brother-in-law, Ata Hussain Khan Sahab, used to say that once when he was singing Raag Marwa and he sang a tan in Raag Marwa with such force that the mud that was in the roof came down from it, because it fell down because of the sheer intensity of it. And he described his tan as जैसे इमली के पत्ते पे हाथी नाच रहा हो.
वाह वाह, जैसे इमली के पत्ते पे हाथी नाच रहा हो. क्या बात,
Captures it so well.
ऐसी थी खान साहब की तान.
वन की गर्दन में कामा रे